Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So you guys may recall, way before this fight was official between Devin Haney and Regis Prograis, one of the first things Regis Prograis said publicly about this fight was, y'all better make sure the money is right if I'm fighting Devin Haney. This was one of the first things Regis Prograis said when he found out that he was a serious candidate to land a fight with Devin Haney. And usually when that's one of the very first things a fighter says when once again he finds out that he's one of the top candidates, that usually means he's not interested in the fight. And that turned out to be the exact case when it comes to Regis Prograis. How do we know this? Because Regis Prograis just admitted it himself. He did an interview with Cigar Talk, and what he revealed in this interview was extremely telling. Regis completely admitted that he wasn't interested in this Devin Haney fight at all when it was proposed to him. He said when Eddie Hearn and Dazn mentioned a possible fight with Devin Haney, he told him he wasn't really feeling that fight, he wasn't interested, and he said he could tell that Eddie Hearn and Dazn, they did not want to hear it. He said they were mad. Now, first, Regis, he says he wasn't interested in the fight because he hadn't even gotten paid from his last fight yet. But then shortly after he said that, he said it was because he wanted to go on vacation. He had just had a fight. But we all know that fighters often call out other fighters right after they beat someone, and then they go on vacation and rest for a couple of weeks before they start a new training camp. So Regis admits that he wasn't interested in the fight at all. And keep in mind, guys, when he said he wasn't interested in the fight, it had nothing to do with money, because he also admits in this interview that the money was good. The money was right pretty much from the beginning. When Regis said he was not interested in this fight, he really had no excuse for not being interested in the fight. It's obviously the biggest fight of his career. He also admitted in this interview that he's getting paid much better than he got paid when he fought against Josh Taylor.
How hard was that part, like the negotiation process?
Well, first off, they mentioned it first after my fight in New Orleans. His daddy came.
Yep.
So, we got to talking a little shit, me and him or whatever. So, then they were saying, I remember I was out here. Yeah, I was out here. I came out here to work a little bit, and Eddie came, and Eddie was like, what about Devin? And at the time, I was like, bro, I wasn't even thinking about boxing. To be honest, I didn't even get paid from my last fight. Like, right. I literally, like,
I remember that. You went to the bank or something?
Well, this was from I'm talking about the fight.
Oh, Zorilla.
Zorilla. I didn't get paid from that. I got paid like 3 weeks later. Now, I don't know if it was Matchroom, whatever, banks, whatever, all kinds of stuff like that, but I didn't even get paid from that. And literally, it was like, I think I met with Eddie like a Wednesday, and I literally just got paid on a Tuesday. I'm like, Eddie, I just got paid, bro. Let me go spend some money first. Like, you telling me about another fight, bro. I didn't even get paid yet. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, I wasn't even interested in nothing. And I knew, like, after fights, obviously what we do is, we go on vacation. You know what I'm saying? We go ahead, we have long, hard training camps. We we go. Sure. So I was like, bro, I'm not even interested in none of that stuff right now. So me, Eddie, my people, my wife, my people and stuff like that, we sat down with Eddie, and it was like they were talking about the Devin stuff, and I was like, whatever. Like, I wasn't even feeling it, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? I could tell. I'm looking at their face, and it was like, they didn't like that, And so then after that, I knew
Eddie and them, like the Matchroom guys.
Eddie and Matchroom didn't like that. They wanted, they wanted the Devin fight to happen. So I was like, man, whatever, So I heard that it kind of, they didn't like that. They was kind of pissing them off and stuff like that. And but I was leaving. I was going on a cruise, and I was, like I said, I go on vacation and stuff like that. But when I got back, that's when I was all in. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, like, I just got paid. I didn't do nothing yet. Right. Like, after fights, like, we all, most fighters, we just go. We go have fun. We go we have long training. We do what we got to do and stuff like that. So I'm like, after I got off that cruise, after I went, whatever, after I came back, I was like, I'm ready. Like, what's up? What we doing?
Okay, so the way Regis Prograis just explained that, it sounds as if he was pressured to take this fight because Dazn and Eddie Hearn, they were upset. As he put it, they were pissed off when he said, I'm not feeling that fight. And understand, guys, once again, when Regis says, I'm going on vacation, he could have easily told them, yeah, let's go ahead and make the fight happen. He could have still went on vacation. But instead, he was telling them he was not interested in that fight at all, because they wouldn't be pissed off if he said, go ahead and start the negotiations. I'm going to go ahead and go on vacation. And then when I come back, you go ahead and you update me, whatever. This means Regis Prograis has an enormous amount of respect for Devin Haney. And this is the reason why Regis Prograis, he wasn't really saying too much and he wasn't co-signing too much of what his assistant trainer was saying at that first press conference. Now, I'm not saying Regis is going into this fight just automatically thinking that he's going to lose, but he knows how difficult this fight will be. He knows this is the biggest challenge of his career.
But were you surprised that Devin Haney accepted this challenge?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely, for sure. I mean, I respect him for that, you know.
Exactly. So tell that nigga stop talking about Carl. I took the baddest nigga to 145 division.
We here now. Like, it's too much going on, bro. Like, it's definitely too much going on up here between all of them. I ain't come here for that, but yeah, I'm glad he took the fight. I'm glad you took the fight, bro. But yeah, thank y'all. December night, I'm gonna put on for sure.
So you guys see right there, the question from Eddie Hearn was, were you surprised that Devin Haney took the fight? And Regis Prograis, he responds by saying, I'm glad he took the fight. He couldn't say, I was surprised he took the fight, because once again, Regis is now admitting that he wasn't even interested in this fight. You know, before Devin Haney crashed the party and came to the 140-pound division, Regis Prograis, he was aggressively calling out Teofimo Lopez. And when it came to Teofimo, Regis was always interested in that fight, vacation or no vacation. Now listen, while I do believe that Devin Haney is going to bring out the best of Regis Prograis, I also believe that Regis Prograis, he was really hoping he didn't have to fight a Devin Haney and he could eventually land a Teofimo Lopez fight or a Ryan Garcia fight. There is a reason why Ryan Garcia, he had always said, before he lost to Gervonta Tank Davis, he had always said that he felt that Devin Haney would be the most difficult fight out of Gervonta Tank Davis and Teofimo Lopez. This was at the time when all four of them were undefeated. And Regis is basically saying the same things about Devin Haney. That's extreme high praise for him to admit that he was not interested in this fight at all, and it had nothing to do with money. There's no doubt about it. In the sport of boxing, losing is bad for business. Now, that's not to suggest that you can't bounce back, but you definitely take a little bit of a pay cut. At least the majority of fighters that lose do, unless you're losing to like a Floyd Mayweather. And if that's the case, you end up losing to Floyd Mayweather, you could end up getting bigger paydays afterwards. Ask Canelo Alvarez. So sometimes it is hard to bounce back from an L. And sometimes it can be all downhill after you take a big L. After Mikey Garcia lost to Errol Spence, it was all downhill from there. After Jojo Diaz lost to Devin Haney, it was all downhill from there. And this is the reason why there's a lot of contemplating for some fighters when it comes to taking on a tough challenge like fighting against Devin Haney. Devin is only 24 years old, and the better the competition is, the better Devin Haney fights. We've seen this in the Linares fight, the Kambosos fight, and the Lomachenko fight. And I think we're definitely going to see it in this Regis Prograis fight. Devin Haney is a master at nullifying opponents' best attributes. So despite what we heard Regis Prograis' strength and conditioning coach say at the press conference, Regis Prograis, he knows what time it is. And once again, Regis, he made it sound as if he was pressured into taking this fight because Dazn and Eddie Hearn, they were not happy with him telling them that he wasn't interested in the fight. Of course, Eddie Hearn and Dazn, they needed that fight to be made bad because they're obviously trying to do business with Devin Haney. And if Regis doesn't play ball, then they can't do business with Devin Haney, and Dazn, they lose a lot of money. So even though Regis was pressured into taking this Devin Haney fight, we know what happens when you back a cat up into a corner. They unleash hell with their nails. And I think Regis Prograis is going to do the same thing in this Devin Haney fight. But I don't believe it's going to be enough for him to win. With that being said, I'm going to wrap this video up. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.
All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes,
The fever blisters, diabetic ulcers.
this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called LO Key Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to LODekey.com.
Like them on Facebook and follow them on Instagram.
Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you,
Visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs and defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com.